Hello everyone, hello YouTube, welcome back, and we're doing something a little bit new this time. We are doing a foundational dressage series. You can see my own two horses over there, so you've got Dancing Through Joy, who we've ridden a few tests on for this channel with his Seeing Eye pony. We're giving him a break today, because today we are joined by Soph and her new Lusitano Mare, Dancing Kinda Deadly, also known as Grace. So, Soph, if you'd like to introduce us to her more formally and let us know what sort of experience she's got.
So she is around 3 to 4. I just got her. She's been out on a trail before.
Okay.
Okay. She doesn't. So she's not very spooky, I'd say.
That's
At many things.
that's always good to know. Has she been near any arenas before? Has she sort of experienced any of the standard arena stuff?
We've walked around a little. She's more interested in eating everything.
I mean, that's better than one of my own horses. So I'm still working on. You'll probably meet him later. That would be Darkheart, my Turkman. But I would like to ask you if we can start. So we've got these very nice dressage arenas here while my own facilities are still being worked on. We're going to be using this arena nearest the indoor school. And I'd just like you to just sort of walk her around, let her experience, let her explore a bit. Just around the outside of the arena, I just want to make sure she's not going to be too spooky while we continue our talk, if that's okay. Yeah. So, what's your plans for her? Are you aiming to get to a certain level, or is there any general goals for this one, if you don't mind me asking?
Um, well, eventually, obviously, I do want her to be more on the advanced side, maybe like Grand Prix, because she has very good breeding.
Yep.
But she's still young, obviously. So.
Yeah. And what is she like temperament-wise? Is there anything I need to know about her and how she clicks, how she takes? Is she a kicker or anything like that, so I know where not to stand?
No, I run behind her all the time.
Okay, perfect. And my last question is, has she, do you know, got any experience with poles? I must say, she is a stunning mover. She's got a very expressive walk.
Yeah, she has a very long walk. No, I have not done any poles.
Okay, so I will be introducing her to some pole work, just to help with some of the gaits and getting her moving, and also to give you a bit more of a guide on how you can work. But I will be sort of bringing you into the arena first, which, given that she seems to be very chill, very calm, very accepting of the flower pots and everything that comes with it, and also doing a very good job of ignoring my very feathered hat, I would say that, yep, we're pretty good to bring her in. Obviously, if you'd like to bring her in via A, just so that way she gets used to the idea that that's the only point she enters and exits the arena, that's always going to be a good start.
You know what? Yeah, I figured I would walk her around once around this way too, from the other ankle, because you know how some horses they kind of like are more spooky one side because they're seeing it with like the other eye.
Yes. And I'd absolutely ask you to do that anyway, because this way she's directly next to the flower pot, so if she's going to spook, it's going to be when the scary thing is nearest to her. And I know these do move in the... I know, she is doing very well. I'm going to say I do know they kind of keep moving in the breeze, and that can be sometimes just a little bit off-putting to the horses, you know, because obviously to them, especially with how high they are. Oh, that was a head up. She's looking at something. I think the bee flower pot just sort of shook ominously.
She keeps trying to go back to the flower pot. I keep trying to lead her away, but she keeps moving closer to it. I think she just wants to snack.
Okay, I mean that's never a bad thing. If you want to bring her into the arena now and maybe do a 20-meter circle up at A, just so that again we're checking how she's going to react as she comes into the arena. and if there's going to be any problems on this side. I don't...
Okay. Switch to the other hand. Okay, never mind.
Don't worry about it.
In the very large circles.
Yeah, the letters are a little bit incorrectly positioned. As I say, my own facilities, I do plan on having them in the right space, even if I have to drop them on top of a fence post. Yeah, I would say she is pretty well settled. So if you want to bring her more to stand where I am, obviously not on top of me, please. I don't want to become a horse squish. And I'm just going to quickly load in some poles. The poles are going to magically appear. Oh, hang on. Let me just delete that and try that again. It's because I was doing something else. Okay, so this is going to look a bit more complex than it needs to because I've also left some pole work in for serpentines. But for now, I'd like you to lead her in hand over the poles that I've got set down on the outer edge. They are set up for walk work only, but I want you to sort of pause, let her look at them before you start. You know, let her actually look. And slowly work her closer, just so that, again, if she's going to spook, we've got that time for her to actually do it before she's too close. Because, you know, if she's never seen poles before, they can be a bit like, what the heck is this? What do you want me to do with them? I will also highlight that if she catches them with her hooves, she might startle a bit at the noise. Because they would. They're going to make a clunk.
I'd like to add, I did walk her past, like, you know, the large arena with the really colorful jumps?
Yeah.
Rainbow jumps? Not like those, because those were very, like, bright and in your face.
Okay, so that might be something as mean as it sounds to actually introduce her at a later date when she's started to get her confidence up. Now, I will admit these were set up for my own Lipizzaner over there, so they might be slightly long-strided for her, but...
It's okay. She's gonna make it work.
Yeah. I didn't have a pony the right size to actually set it up for a Lusitano, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to use a Lipizzaner because I know that they are quite long-striding. But yeah, she is taking to it actually very well. I'm very impressed with how calm she's taking it. She seems a very level-headed horse.
Oh, I need one of those.
Yes, I believe I have one of your not-so-level-headed horses keeping me company at the minute.
How's she doing anyway? You haven't...
She's... No, she did try and take me on a bronc and I just sat on her back and laughed and I don't think she knew what to do with that.
Oh yeah, you can hop on her anytime you want. That's the whole point.
Yeah, I have got a stable next to Ginger and she's like, oh, shit. I'd probably best behave myself because Ginger otherwise reaches over and nips her.
Well, last time I had my Canadian, I was tacking her up in her stall, and I was starting to tighten the girth, and she slammed me against the side of the wall.
See, I will admit I have got it so that if I am tacking her up, I take her into my cross ties area so she can't physically do that. But I will make sure to tighten the lead rope so that she's actually got to...
Yeah. She's got to stand there.
Yeah. It has stopped her biting me a few times. I've seen her head try and snake. Okay, so if you could please, using the poles as your guide, if you could bring her onto a 3-loop serpentine from A. Thank you. I will just step a little bit further out of the way.
Yeah. Just in case, but I feel like
Yeah, she's behaving very well. If anything, she's very... that ear prick is like... She's very interested in work. Like, she's really focused on what you're showing her at the minute. Which is always a promising sign.
in her ears. Like I said, we went on like a little bit of a trail yesterday,
Yeah.
and she was just focused the whole time. No ear pinning, no nothing. She just looked like she was enjoying herself.
I mean, that's really what you want. She already looks like she's very well bonded to you as well. And that was a very nice serpentine, if I may say so myself.
Thank you.
Now, I know you've been sort of warming her up before we got started a little bit in the indoor arena, just to get her into work mode, which I always appreciate because these lessons can only be short. But if you feel ready, I can start walking you through an in-hand dressage test if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just...
I think she's ready. She seems like she wants to do stuff.
yes.
She's not sour about it.
Yes, let me just quickly... Oh, I'm so glad your horse didn't take off at that. So I was just watching another horse go into a gallop. Thankfully, my horses were just...
She just stood there. She was like, okay, sure.
yeah, that's what I mean. Has some of my stuff disappeared? Yes, some of my stuff has disappeared. Oh well. Oh yeah, that'll be because I deleted all. Oh well, it's fine. We'll pretend it's still there. Okay, so let me pull up my notes on the dressage test I was going to do, and if you'd like to leave the arena so I can walk you through it, I'm going to try and stand myself somewhat out of the way. I think, yes, I should be fine here. Are you going... I was going to say, are you going to be okay if I call out the directions and let you do the movements? And if you get stuck, I will help you out.
Yeah, do what you think is best.
Okay, so I'd like you to enter the arena from A in a medium walk, going straight down towards C, please.
It's hard because I gotta because in hand, I have to stand off to the side to try and get her down, center line more than me.
Yep, but for practicing purposes, this is fine. By the way, at C, you are turning right. She's definitely a nice mover. Very rhythmical, no signs of lameness, I'm pleased to say. At B, I would like you to turn right, so you will be changing the rein down the short diagonal. But if you could halt at X for me, please.
X?
Yeah, so in the middle. Okay, perfect. And then if you would like to proceed for me, please. And then at E, you're changing the rein to left. Sorry.
What is happening?
So at E, go left. There we go. Thank you.
Okay, why did I have to switch hands too?
I really don't know. It's something about the whole leading thing. And then at A, could you start walking down the center line again, please? And again, as you hit that marker for X, I'd like you to divert off the center line and go towards M. Thank you. So, we'll obviously keep walking. That's a bit of a no-brainer there. At C, I would rather like you to come up the center line towards A. And when you hit X, I would like you to head towards F. I'm just going to come over here so I'm out of the way. Thank you.
Just getting my brain working as well, jeez.
And then, I'm sorry to do this to you again, but there's going to be another change of rein coming in. So from K, I would like you to change the rein to M. And I would like you, if possible, to encourage her to stretch down and go into what's known as the free walk.
K to what?
K to M, please. And again, let her if she allows it, let her relax down and going into a free walk, letting her stretch and take the reins a bit more.
Yeah, Good girl.
Once you hit M, it's back to that more active walk again for me, please. I'm just going to move myself over here so I'm out of the way again. See, I have... Yeah. So, at E, I would like you to give me half of a 10-meter circle to the left towards X, and this is when you hit E. And then as you hit X, I'd like you to do another half 10-meter circle to the right to B. You knew what I was going to call out, didn't you?
I was, so then that's why I stopped for a minute, because I was like, I'm going to walk right past it.
And then, there we go, that's perfect. So if you would then like to proceed along that side of the school and keep walking on. And then at A, if you would, once again, like to come down the middle of the school, so from A to C. And between X and G, that is when you will be halting. So A to C, down the middle of the school. You just need to come a little bit more to your... towards it. Yeah, that's better. I was like...
Yeah, I was trying to scooch her.
And... yeah, that's... oh, that's a perfect line. And that was a perfect stop. So, how did you feel? Because to me, she looked really good.
She was very relaxed. She didn't care about any of, like, the pandemonium that was happening out there, because I saw quite a few people galloping by.
Yes, I noticed that. She was like, okay, I don't care. If you'd like to give her a pat and tell us that she's a very good girl. And I know this was really short, and it's because... I know this was a bit of a short lesson because I'm trying not to give her too much, you know. I'd rather take the time and let her sit and think things over. But did you have any questions? Or is there anything... sorry, continue.
No, sorry. I don't think so this time, actually. Because, like, she was very focused on her job.
Yes.
Which is surprising. She's still quite young, and yet she was just like, okay, we're in here, we're doing this, I've got this.
Yes. What I might say, with how well she took to it, is I might say that next time we might do the same... obviously, if you'd like to book another session. But we might do the exact same test that we did in handbook. We might do it with the saddle on. So next time, if you would like to bring a saddle... we'll still do a lot of in-hand work, but I think she's ready to at least try a small bit of saddle work in the arena and see how she reacts to that. Because obviously it's going to be a bit different in the arena.
It is, 100%.
Yeah. So if you would like to have another session, I'm more than happy to do that. We're going to keep it walk at the minute for any ridden work. And we might actually start her in the round pen as well first the next time around, just to see where her brain is. I'm sure it's a very sensible brain. Yes. Yes. And then obviously I'll be working on introducing her to the idea of other horses warming up around her, something else that will happen at dressage shows and the like. But thank you, and thank you for allowing me to record you. As I say, if you have any suggestions, any questions, you know where I am. And I hope this has helped you start the foundational journey towards what looks to be a very promising dressage horse. So this has been Soph. Thank you again. And you're welcome. I will reach out and we can schedule another appointment.
Absolutely.
I'm hoping at some point that we'll be able to have these lessons at my own facilities, because at least then there's a bit more control as to what's going on around me. But we'll cross that bridge. Yes, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But thank you. I can't wait either, to be fair. It's going to be great. And thank you everyone on YouTube for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please do feel free to hit that like button. Leave me a comment because I love to see what you're thinking. And if you want to see more of my stuff, do hit that subscribe button because it lets you know when I've posted another video. But until next time, YouTube, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, bye-bye.